In this video we are playing Find the Babies. So a nice feature to this game is you can morph for free into a kind of child size to match the characters of the game, or by clicking morph again you can play as your normal avatar. So that is a lovely feature for free. Unfortunately for this game there is no sprint or double jump, yet I hope that they can put this in as an update. But my daughter has literally been incessantly asking me to play this game. Anytime I've mentioned my channel or a game I'm playing, she's been like, have you played Find the Babies? Have you found the babies? So here I am, I'm just trying to play this game so I don't have to hear about it anymore. In the salmon pink house we will find the yellow key. This is for the kind of purpley pink house with the locked door. There isn't anything sort of overly complicated to this game. Obviously there is locked door, one code door and quite a few veiled entrances. It does kind of bring the complexity and challenge element. And I'm not gonna lie, I have failed to find 3 of the babies. For the life of me, I can't find them. I've been sort of round all of the walls to try and bump into them in the roofs and I just can't find them. It doesn't help that sort of on the index there's no indication or a hint of kind of where they will be. The index for me could do with a little bit of work, so you can see a picture and you get a tick or a cross if you found it, but you don't have the names and as I said you don't have the hint. So potentially in an update just to redo that. There's quite a lot of space sort of around the map ready for development of an update. And this is where you will find sort of your favourite characters, your favourite YouTubers. So hint, 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 you know, baby JudgementTV and all might be nice to see. So we also have a trapdoor there, which we need to find a crowbar for. Again, I will come back and do some of these areas that need the additional items. So there is one in the water tower and this is where sort of sprint and the double jump may have come in quite handy. But luckily there is a gap in the platform here in order just to help you get up to that water tower. I hope that there's not an invisible truss and I'm sort of like fluffing it. And we find baby blue. If you do get stuck with any of the babies though, I do have an order list available in my video description. Obviously it won't help if you're trying to match the picture up with the one that's in the index. Or please do drop me a comment, I'm more than happy to help where I can. Obviously the 3 I haven't found is sort of on your own. And if I can ask if you do enjoy this video or any other from JudgementTV, if you can please help to support me by liking this video, leaving me a comment and most importantly subscribing to my YouTube channel. So here we have a bit of a kind of playground sort of feel to it. That first red one didn't seem to like me jumping on it very much, so if it doesn't work the first time just try and change the jump a little bit. It is definitely the platform you need. And at the end we find baby Janet and baby Kate. So this is where I say that you're starting to find some of your favourite YouTubers and kind of people. And also with the index, if you are finding characters and then you check back on the index, you may need just to hit update because it is sort of like manual. It can be a little bit laggy just to update for you. So again, if you're just checking which ones you need to get, whack that update button first. And I was actually quite surprised how well I was doing on this obby, especially without sprint. I kind of suck at obby quite bad. And then we've got a nice kind of platform obby here. And this is just a matter of timing. And what I do really like about this game is that the characters all move like babies, so it does bring some life to these characters. I like the fact that they're crawling around. So the Barbie house in the corner, this is a very clever way for the developer to keep you in the game longer. So there are timed doors that you have to go through. Obviously Barbie house is the longest one at 90 minutes. Lovely little kind of veiled entrance into a truss up to the roof, and we find baby emo, but that sort of looks like a baby version of the Ring or the Grudge girl. So here is the kind of pinky purpley house that I was talking about. And this is where you need the yellow key, and although you won't see it in your inventory, as long as you've collected it, the door will open. It may have been nice for the houses to be furnished a little bit more. They are pretty basic, and there's only one room to each house. But the supermarket is nice, the shelves are nicely stacked. You could include a teleport, but what you do have is a lovely veiled entrance into the fridge. Again, you could have another kind of veiled entrance to drop down underneath the freezers to collect one in an update. But by far, this was literally a stroke of luck. I've never been so happy to be in the right place at the right time. So for sketch, I had no idea where that one was, and then suddenly this person appeared out of the roof, and look where sketch is. I would have probably never have found that by myself if that person hadn't appeared, especially with no hints. And what you also have is the button there, and this then creates the ladder in the mountainside to go and get the baby on there. So you do have to come here before you collect that one, but I will recap and show you later on in the video. And just show it's down that side of the roof. You've got a nice barn area. And you can kick the cowpats if you want to. Not that I tried, I did it by accident thinking there may have been a baby or kind of a veiled entrance around the barn. And then we've got another little sneaky veiled entrance, and it's actually up into the roof. There is an invisible truss, but you are just going to have to try and catch it. This proved a little bit more tricky than I was expecting. But it is just in that corner there, so you can see the black square. So I sort of found the truss and I was like, where is it? I know I've caught it, but I wasn't bumping into anything. So I'm not sure if you need to jump up to catch the truss or not. But there we go, we are up. And we find baby Albert. Making our way outside, and we have baby monkey in the tree there. Again, that's where the sort of the double jump may have been really handy, or at least the sprint. However, we do need to get on top of the windmill, and the way we're going to go is on top of the barn roof. Because as you can see, I don't think you can make the jump otherwise. There is a day and night cycle to the game, but what is nice is that it doesn't go sort of really dark for the players. So onto the blade of the windmill, and we get the invisible baby. Baby forcefield. I don't know why this sort of looks like pyramids. I'm assuming that's a haystack, but again, some texture over that may just help. Unless it's like a sandpit, I have no idea. Climbing the window, we get baby red. And then further on up we get the crowbar. So the crowbar is for that drop hatch, that trapdoor that we saw near the greenhouse. Here we go, and we drop down into the sewers. Now there's only one baby down here, which is baby toilet. Again, this could be an area to expand, but I do love the fact that they've got a poop on their head and not enough that they are in a toilet. Making our way around the school now. And of course you've got to have a bacon when you're playing a Find the Game. For some reason you've got a clown inside the school. I thought that may have worked a bit better in kind of a circus. You could have had a circus tent in that area that I showed you earlier in the video that was empty. A lovely hidden entrance here just behind the stairs, and we get baby pink. So here is the code for the code door, but more importantly, Brick is crawling around underneath what I assume is the principal's office. So remember the code, but I will remind you when we get to that code door. So right next door to the school we do have one on top of sort of the telephone pole, is that what it is? The electricity pole. And we can see some white platforms going around the pole to help us get up. Just be careful of that kind of wire because it will knock you off. And we've got baby goth. So here is another timed entrance. So this is 10 minutes. When you can go through, the door will go green. Again, there's not much sort of in the hospital bar the beds. We find baby rainbow, but again it would be nice maybe to have some sort of like the heart monitors and stuff like that, just so you really do feel that you're in a hospital. Next door though we do have I love the placement. We have baby zombie eating a piece of meat. I'm not going to question what a zombie baby is doing in the bin right next door to the hospital. I think we will go into the realm of sort of conspiracy theory. So this is where the morph will come in handy. If you shrink down, you're going to get underneath that bin lid to get the baby. It'd be nice for them to use a few more babies where you need to use the morph. So between the hospital and the bank, you need to run down the alley. Obviously I did it by accident, but this is where you're gonna find baby Jason. Oh, I love that. They've got to bring out like baby Michael Myers and all that lot, like all the Halloween killers. They've got to, that is so funny. For the bank, we've got a red key door, so we need to find the red key. Again, I will show you where that is and the code door is also behind that. I've already shown you the code, that was the one we found in the school. The airport again is another time door, so it's 30 minutes to get into the airport, but it's 30 minutes to get into the front of the airport, 60 minutes to get onto the plane. So obviously I have been playing on the game for an hour, so coming back to this door, we've got the nice travelators on the floor there. And we find baby funneh, and again you get a little badge that I noticed in the bottom right hand corner when you find all crew babies. So Tad from Kate and Janet is actually crawling around in the kind of air tower, and I didn't see this for a while. There's actually a platform that moves backwards and forwards, and this is what you're going to need to get on in order to get Tad. So this actually makes a stop right out front of the barn roof. And what's a lovely touch is that you can't see it when you're looking kind of upwards. If you're above the platform, you can see it. And although the map is pretty simplistic, I love the fact it does actually feel like a kind of city or a town, with the roads, the zebra crossings, the vehicles on it. It's nice. Jumping on the platform, and at least this is one that just takes you. You don't actually have to run with it. God, imagine if you had to obby over those wires. Thank God that's also transparent. So a word to the wise, the platform doesn't actually go all the way over, so just be mindful you're going to make a jump at the end. Making our way to sort of the mountain and the water. So if you make your way to sort of the very far corner, we can see the mermaid swimming up and down in the water. Some of these are a little bit glitchy to collect, so obviously just keep going back in order to get it. Take that horrible first player view off. I can't play like that at all. I have to see myself. Making our way over the bridge. Nice easy one of baby violets. So near the waterfall you can actually swim in, and this is how we're going to go ahead and climb up the waterfall. And this is to the top of the mountain. We find baby green, and we find the red key, which is the one we need for inside of the bank. The platform above the head is mildly annoying, but I did find a way up. So I am missing pirates, and normally the babies are somewhere sort of in the, you can see like a colour or some texture in the background, and they are normally around the sort of area that you can see them in the background of the picture. So for pirate, it's kind of like this brown of these walls, and there are some really little sneaky veiled entrances to the mountainside. So I'm pretty certain that I've missed it somewhere in this area, but I mean I've been against every single wall, and I don't know if it's kind of off the map or where I'm going wrong, but I am convinced it's going to be near water, just because also the theme fits. So round the front of the waterfall where we found the fisherman baby. This is the first of the veiled entrances in to get Grimace. I'm so convinced Pirate's here somewhere. If you do find Pirate or any of the ones that I've missed, if you can please drop me a comment. I'm dead curious where I've missed them. And obviously also to help any viewers actually find the ones that I've missed. And then round the other side of the mountain, so behind us is the kind of airport tower. We have another veiled entrance to get Neon. So just as a reminder, in order to get the one at the top of the mountain, you are going to have to come back and press this button. Now it is timed, so it's not like you can press the button, take your time and then go. The ladder will disappear. So when you're ready to get the one on the mountainside, come back to the roof here. Just trying to find the drop down. There we go. And press the button. It would have been nice for that button to go green or something just to indicate that yes, you have pressed it. And again, like a sprint or a teleport to go back to the other side of the map would have been nice. There is the ladder and we can get baby Bandi. Bandi? So getting the red key out which we found from the mountainside, we can go back into the bank. We have a baby tussy, and then we can also put in the code which is 0010. Nice and easy code there, and we get baby rich. Look at all that gold. Do banks actually keep like gold in the vault, or is it just money? So for the Barbie house, again it's 90 minutes to get into this area. I'm going to have to be quick because I'm going to have an allergic reaction to all this pink. We find baby Barbie. And then on the top of the house we have our final baby. So for the ones I'm missing, I'm convinced that one is stood literally right outside this door in the picture. Again, I don't know who they are because I can't see them. So one looks like a baby goth. I think that's Wednesday next door, outside the yellow house, and the pirate. And there we have it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you real soon in my next video. Bye!